Hello children of 8th class, sorry 9th class. Today in this class I am going to explain you about some more important terms which helps you to study the properties of motion and the behavior of the motion of different objects. In the last class we have learned about scalar and vector quantities as well. In addition to that, distance and displacement. So there is a relation between distance, speed, relation between speed and distance and time. So what is the relational formula according to you in your old classes in maths and even science also? That is that formula: speed is equals to distance divided by time. The ratio between distance and time gives you an idea of speed. And also we have learned, according to the table which I have provided you, distance is measured in MK system or SA system is meters. Am I right? Time is always measured in seconds. In other words, it can be written as meters per second. Now what about velocity? What about velocity? The same concept, speed and velocity both are denoted by letter V itself, but velocity V is equals to displacement divided by time. You got an idea of differences here. One thing is distance. If it is giving an idea of distance, then it comes under speed. If it is giving an idea of displacement, then it is velocity. Displacement means again it is measured in meters and again seconds, meters per second. Then what is the difference between speed and velocity? Velocity is a vector quantity and speed is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity which have only magnitude, whereas vector quantity or velocity is nothing but it is giving an idea of direction as well as magnitude, in which direction the body is moving or traveling, isn't it? So always you remember, sir, here you can get a doubt. Speed is denoted by V and velocity also denoted by capital V. Both are capital V's. Then how can we identify, sir? So simply, if it is a vector quantity, there is a right side arrow mark indication. See, on the top of the alphabet, if there is a right side arrow indicates about the direction, hence it is a vector quantity. So you know the units, meters per second and meters per second, these are the SI units. And I will explain about acceleration and I will wind up this class. So this acceleration means what? I think you might have gone many times with your father or your uncles, or you might have traveled in different bikes or cars. See, before you start, or else you are starting from your house, what your father or your parents will do? Simply will kick the bike, start the bike and raise the accelerator. It is a device which accelerates, isn't it? So, and he will change the gear and slowly will start moving the bike or the car. And after reaching to a certain distance or certain speed, then immediately he will change the gear, and then third, fourth and fifth, like that. The gears will be changed. So what is happening here? The speed is not constant, isn't it? Even if you ride a bicycle also, you will not maintain a same speed throughout your journey. Sometimes you may ride a bicycle with great speed and sometimes you may go slowly. So the difference between these two, slow and fast, according to the time interval, gives rise to an idea of acceleration. So acceleration depends upon the three factors. One is V, and another one is U, and a third one is T. What is V, U and T? I will explain in detail. Careful. A stands for acceleration, V stands for velocity, of course, but it is called as final velocity, whereas U stands for here initial velocity, whereas T, as you know very well, time. So the difference between initial and final velocity and initial velocity to the time concern is giving rise to acceleration. Did you get an idea? So acceleration depends upon final velocity. The difference of final and initial velocity to the time gives you the idea of acceleration. So how about these units? How can we measure the units? So this total behaves like velocity only, no? Velocity units are what? Just now we have seen meters per second. So meters by second divided by t is measured in what? Seconds again. So how? So meter by second divided by 1. So it will comes to numerator reciprocal 1 divided by second. So m into 1 m divided by sec into sec second square. So units are a is equals to meters per second square is the SI unit of acceleration. Remember this concept. Acceleration is a is equals to v minus u by t. Why did it come? Because a traveler or throughout the journey nobody will travel like uniform motion, isn't it? So of course we are moving like a non-uniform motion itself. We will maintain non-uniform motion. So the difference between these two, v minus u divided by t, and these units have written meters, t is measured in seconds. So hence a is equals to meters per second square. So these concepts will explain, or that helps a lot even if you go to intermediate also. These are called as classical formulas of physics, we call it as. Okay, so I'll wind up this class, and in my next video I will try to explain the rest of the concepts. Okay, thank you, and please watch the video. Mainly you have to watch the video, you have to write reviews, comments, and if you have any doubts, please let me know so that I can I'm here to clarify the doubts. Okay, and don't forget to write the homework and post it in the group. Thank you. See you again in my next video.